Albert Einstein was a physicist who made groundbreaking contributions to our understanding of the universe. He was born in Ulm, Germany in 1879 and showed an early interest in mathematics and science. He moved to Switzerland in 1895, where he attended college and eventually became a Swiss citizen. After graduation, Einstein struggled to find work as a teacher, and eventually took a job as a clerk in a patent office. It was during this time that he began developing his ideas about the nature of light and the theory of relativity. In 1905, Einstein published a series of papers that radically transformed the field of physics. These papers included his famous equation, A equals mc squared, which demonstrated the relationship between mass and energy. He also introduced the concept of special relativity, which challenged the long-held belief that space and time were absolute and unchanging. Over the next several years, Einstein continued to refine his theories, and in 1915 he published his general theory of relativity. This theory explained the force of gravity in terms of the curvature of space and time, and it remains one of the most important scientific breakthroughs of the 20th century. In addition to his work in physics, Einstein was also a vocal advocate for peace and civil rights. He emigrated to the United States in 1933 to escape Nazi persecution and became a citizen in 1940. He worked tirelessly to promote nuclear disarmament and spoke out against racism and segregation. Einstein died in 1955, but his legacy lives on in the countless scientific advances made possible by his work. He was a true genius who transformed our understanding of the universe and inspired generations of scientists to come. Here are some interesting facts about Albert Einstein. 1. Einstein never wore socks. He felt they were a nuisance and believed that he could do without them. 2. He was a talented violinist and enjoyed playing music for relaxation. He once said, "If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music." 3. Einstein was offered the presidency of Israel in 1952, but he declined the offer. 4. He was a pacifist and openly opposed war. During World War I, he served as a pacifist and was active in organizations dedicated to promoting peace. 5. Einstein was a member of the NAACP and was a vocal supporter of civil rights. He once said, "Racism is America's greatest disease." 6. Einstein had a daughter, Liesl, whose fate is unknown. She was born out of wedlock in 1902 and may have been given up for adoption or died in infancy. 7. He was a lover of sailing and often sailed on his boat, Tummler, which means porpoise in German. 8. Einstein's brain was removed and preserved after his death for scientific study. 9. Einstein had a close friendship with fellow physicist Niels Bohr, with whom he had many philosophical discussions about the nature of the universe. 10. Despite his many achievements, Einstein never won a Nobel Prize for his work on relativity, but he did receive the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. There are a few interesting things about his personal life that are known. 1. Einstein had a difficult relationship with his first wife, Mileva Marias, whom he married in 1903. They had 2 sons together, but their marriage was troubled, and they eventually divorced in 1919. 2. Einstein had a number of affairs throughout his life, including one with his cousin Elsa, whom he later married after divorcing Mileva. 3. Einstein was a vegetarian and believed in the importance of a healthy diet. He once said, "I have always eaten animal flesh with a somewhat guilty conscience." 4. Einstein was a smoker, despite the known health risks associated with smoking. He reportedly smoked a pipe and occasionally cigars. 5. Einstein was a lover of the outdoors and enjoyed spending time hiking and sailing. He often took long walks in the woods to clear his mind and work out problems. 6. Einstein was a devoted father to his 2 sons, although he struggled with his relationship with his eldest son, Hans Albert, who later became a professor of hydraulic engineering. 7. Einstein was a fan of the game of chess and played throughout his life, often with fellow scientists and friends. 8. Einstein was a collector of stamps and had an extensive collection, which he worked on throughout his life. 9. Einstein was not particularly interested in material possessions and lived a relatively simple life, despite his fame and fortune. 10. Einstein's political views were shaped by his experiences as a German Jew living in Nazi Germany, and he was a vocal opponent of fascism and totalitarianism. Some of his groundbreaking researches and experiments. Here are some of the groundbreaking researches and experiments conducted by Albert Einstein. 1. Theory of special relativity. In 1905, Einstein published his theory of special relativity, which challenged the traditional concept of space and time as absolute and showed that they were interdependent. This theory led to the famous equation A equals mc squared that demonstrated the relationship between mass and energy. 2. Brownian motion. In 1905, Einstein studied the Brownian motion, which demonstrated the existence of atoms and molecules in a fluid. He showed that the motion of particles in a fluid was caused by random collisions with molecules. 3. Photoelectric effect. In 1905, Einstein's work on the photoelectric effect demonstrated that light behaved as both a wave and a particle, known as a photon. He showed that the energy of a photon was proportional to its frequency, and this work later earned him the Nobel Prize. 4. Theory of general relativity. In 1915, Einstein published his theory of general relativity, which extended the principles of special relativity to include gravity. He showed that gravity was not a force but rather a curvature of the fabric of space-time, which was caused by the presence of mass and energy. 5. Unified field theory. In the 1920s and 1930s, Einstein worked on developing a unified field theory that would combine the principles of electromagnetism and gravity. Although he was not able to complete this theory, his work laid the foundation for future research in the field. 6. Bose-Einstein condensate. In 1924, Einstein worked with Satyendra Nath Bose to develop a theory of the behavior of particles at very low temperatures. This work led to the discovery of the Bose-Einstein condensate, a state of matter in which all the particles in a system occupy the same quantum state. 7. Nuclear energy. Einstein's famous equation A equals mc squared demonstrated the relationship between mass and energy and provided the theoretical basis for the development of nuclear energy. His work on nuclear energy played a significant role in the development of the atomic bomb. These are just some of the groundbreaking researches and experiments conducted by Albert Einstein. His work transformed our understanding of the universe and had a profound impact on modern physics and technology. Einstein's views on life. Albert Einstein had a unique perspective on life, which was shaped by his experiences as a scientist, philosopher, and advocate for peace. Here are some of his views on life. 1. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Einstein believed that imagination was more important than knowledge because it allowed individuals to see beyond what was known and to envision new possibilities. 2. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. Einstein believed that the pursuit of truth and beauty was a lifelong endeavor that could be pursued by people of all ages. 3. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Einstein believed that questioning was essential to intellectual and personal growth and that individuals should always be curious and open-minded. 4. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. Einstein was a pacifist who believed that true peace could only be achieved through understanding and cooperation between people and nations. 5. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Einstein believed that simplicity was essential to understanding complex ideas, but that oversimplifying could also lead to a lack of understanding. 6. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. Einstein believed that there was beauty and wonder in the unknown and that embracing the mystery of life was essential to a fulfilling existence. 7. A human being is a part of the whole, called by us, universe. Einstein believed in the interconnectedness of all things and that humans were not separate from the universe, but rather an integral part of it. These are just some of the views on life held by Albert Einstein. His perspective was shaped by his unique experiences and his commitment to intellectual curiosity, personal growth, and the pursuit of peace and understanding. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.